When you think about a normal grand piano, when you look at it on the stage, you normally see the shiny side and the legs and the lid, but actually you don't kind of get to see what's piano. And with this instrument, I feel like we're sort of right inside the inside of the piano. Hi, I'm Sarah Nicolls, and this is my Inside Out piano. I am a pianist and I was classically trained. I played all the normal repertoire, and then I became more interested in playing new music written by people who are alive today. And increasingly, when I was playing this music, I was asked to lean inside the piano to play something on the strings, like plucking a string, playing a harmonic, sliding, knocking. And I thought these sounds are really great, but it was uncomfortable to reach them. So I basically decided to change the shape of the piano. And this is what I designed. So it's a straight strung piano, all the strings run in parallel. That's quite unusual. Most pianos these days, they have cross stringing. The dampers, the bits that stop the sound, and the hammers, the thing that plays the sound, they're all behind the string. And that means that I think it's the only piano in the world where you can touch every part of every string. And so that means that I can play inside the piano really easily without having to lean over, without having to lose contact with the keyboard. So I can kind of explore the entire instrument from a normal playing position. And you can still play Bach and Chopin and Beethoven, but the experience now of playing is really immersive. The sound is coming straight from the soundboard to your ears. In fact, your ears are kind of where you put microphones in a recording session. So the sound is really enveloping. So it's a kind of really wonderful experience to play this piano. The relationship between players, composers, makers used to be a very vibrant and connected space. In history, the relationships were very fluid and interactive. So if a composer wanted, like famously Mozart wanted some extra sounds in Ronda alla Turca, then the maker would add some effects. Basically, Mozart had the equivalent of effects pedals on his harpsichord. And so for me, this piano is a kind of response to all the composers nowadays, and including myself, for wanting to explore the whole piano. So having solved the shape issue, having tried this piano for over 10 years, enjoying the immersion, loving the accessibility, what I now want to do with it is to make it an instrument that anybody could have. And in doing so, what I want to tackle is the weight. What I notice in society is that loads of people want to play the piano. It's still really popular. But most people will, when faced with the choice, adopt a digital keyboard rather than a piano, simply because a keyboard, you can carry it upstairs, you can put it in your kids' room, it's kind of nice and easy. But what keyboards don't have is strings. And obviously, if I'm trying to have fun with the strings directly by playing them, then I need to find a way for the piano to be as easy a choice as a digital keyboard. I really want future generations to be able to enjoy and revel in the acoustic richness and the kind of touch sensitivity of playing a real piano, all of that mechanical response that you get. So the engineering challenge of trying to make a lightweight piano is the strings. The strings, the total tension of the strings across the whole piano is like 20 tons. That's a lot of tension. And traditionally it's held with cast iron, and it has been for 200 years, 1825, in fact literally 200 years ago this year, cast iron was first patented in a piano. So I have asked my engineers to consider today's lightweight, strong materials, so it's mainly carbon fibre, to dream up a structure and a way to make that structure so that this piano can be lifted easily and therefore can be brought into your home and lived with in a simpler way than a current traditional grand piano. I'm really grateful to be funded by Innovate UK and their Creative Catalyst programme. This is a really big opportunity that I worked very hard to win, and I'm really proud that my partners are Atelier One, the structural engineers, and Atlas Composite Technologies. For me, I like to play piano melodies and then shroud them in interesting textures and sounds from the inside of the piano. But what's really exciting about making an instrument is you don't really know what it is until it becomes real. And it's an incredible idea to me that I could invent an instrument which then other people could have and compose on and play with, and then later develop as well. The idea of having a sort of rebirth of the piano about 300 years after it was first invented is really exciting to me. But for the reason of continuing music, to give people expression. You know, somebody said to me recently, how come AI gets to do the pictures and write the poems now, you know, while we still plant the potatoes? And actually, you know, keeping expressivity and creativity in our lives feels really fundamental. So I hope that with my Creative Catalyst project, we'll be able to launch a new piano which will be lightweight, will let you explore all of the strings in the way that I can on this piano, and maybe start a piano revolution. Let's see. Thank you very much to Innovate UK for the support in helping me run this project. It's really an extraordinary opportunity, and I hope that we will, make a great success of it.